Ohio Representative Jim Jordan's urging Americans to enjoy Thanksgiving regardless of coronavirus restrictions. One America's John Hines spoke with a lawmaker who argues the holiday restrictions are against the Constitution and fail to protect people. Take a look.
Senator Ron Johnson, Senator Chuck Grassley have been continuing to investigate these issues surrounding Hunter Biden, his connections with his father, the former vice president, and they just issued a supplementary report. Wanted to get your take on that.
Well, first of all, Senator Johnson, Senator Grassley, and we obviously hope Senator Grassley is doing well. We understand he's got the virus, but have been doing great work. I think we need a special counsel. I've said that. I do. To dig into all this. Justice Department, I hope, will name one. And it sort of confirms, a year ago we were dealing with impeachment. And, the Democrats kept saying, oh, this debunked story about Burisma and Hunter Biden being on the board and everything. Turns out that was just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, now we have all this other information that Mr. Bobulinski came forward and said is in fact true, that the big guy, the big man, was in fact Joe Biden in that emails. Tony Bobulinski was part of that business deal. He understood. He talked with Vice President Biden. So I think it certainly warrants further investigation, and we appreciate the work that Senator Grassley and Senator Johnson have done.
Have you mentioned to perhaps the president the idea of a special prosecutor or a special investigator?
I've said it publicly. That's obviously going to be the Justice Department's call. But I think if you talk to Americans, they would want someone to look into this as we move forward.
I'm going to ask you, finally, I wanted to get your sense of Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving is different because of COVID. Wanted to ask if you have any special plans due to the...
We're having family over, for goodness sake. Don't cancel Christmas, don't cancel Thanksgiving, cancel lockdowns. That's our message. This is ridiculous. The Attorney General put out a memo back in the spring. Right during the first part of the lockdowns, you saw so many Democrat governors and Democrat mayors imposing on American citizens. Put out a memo to all U.S. attorneys, and in that memo there's a lot of important information, but one critical line. He said the Constitution is not suspended during a crisis. And amen to that. In fact, I would argue the Constitution is most important during a crisis. That's when you most want the Constitution there to protect your rights. And these governors with unelected health directors telling business owners you have to close at a certain time. You can serve beer at 9:59, but you can't serve it at 10:01. You have to operate your business a certain way, and we're going to send agents around to check on you and use your tax dollars to send an agent to check on you and to harass you and your customers and your employees. This is ridiculous, and now we have a stinking curfew in some states, so I hope every American enjoys Thanksgiving with their family.
Aren't you afraid someone will drive by and count the cars in your driveway?
Let's hope that doesn't happen. But we sort of joke about some of this stuff, but my understanding is it's happening in New York City, where they're actually walking around checking on people's houses. The idea that in Pennsylvania, the governor says in Pennsylvania you have to wear a mask in your house, but in Vermont you don't, because in Vermont, their state government won't even let you have people over to your house. And of course, in Ohio, you have to be in your house at 10 o'clock. I mean, this is craziness. So, and I'm going to push back on it as strong as I can.
But there will be football on Thanksgiving, won't there?
God bless America. God bless America.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.